So it's the fourth quarter of 2017, and a lot of people think that the sneaker bubble has burst. And I wanted to go ahead and just discuss this conversation topic with you guys and a lot of you other sneaker people out there, and just give you guys kind of my 2 cents on what's happening with the sneaker market. And most importantly, you guys can weigh in the comment section and let other people know what you guys think is going on with the sneaker market. So hopefully you guys find this video informative. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that little notification bell, let you guys know when I'm posting videos, and you can join the notification squad for those people that check out the videos as soon as they drop. But let's go ahead and get into this video on, has the sneaker bubble burst in 2017? It seems like sneakerheads have really coined the term buy what you like, which is kind of an interesting concept, right? But then there's a lot of imposed views on what you should be buying and what you should be liking. All that aside though, brands really don't care about having you buy what you like. They care about having you buy more. And I think that that is definitely one of the reasons why we are stuck in the situation where we are, where the sneaker bubble is kind of bursting. Right now, once popular sneakers are now sitting on shelves across the US, and a lot of people think that is a good thing, but the companies might think otherwise. Right now, Footlocker sales are down tremendously, 25%. I think I saw Nike sales are down and Under Armour sales are down. I think Adidas is the only one thriving, but the overall market is down, and a lot of things are not selling out as they used to unless they're super limited supply. So why is this the case? Why are these brands suffering? My personal opinion, and I've said this many times in the past, so the three main reasons why I think the sneaker market is hurting right now is too often, too many, and too much. I'll go ahead and get into details of those three reasons now. So what do I mean by too often? Let's start there. Basically, I just mean that sneaker fatigue has set in. We are completely saturated in the market right now, where there's so many releases happening on a regular basis that we don't know what to do with ourselves. We can't afford buying a brand new pair of sneakers every single week. And not only is it every week, it's like back 2 years ago, we knew the dope releases would be happening on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. or whatever it was. Even before that was 9 p.m. the Friday night before, because they drop at midnight on Saturdays. Now it's Saturdays, there's some releases. Fridays, there's some releases. Tuesdays, there's releases. Mondays, there's random releases. Sunday, there's random releases. Like literally there is a release every single day of new products. Because of that, it's just really, really tough to keep up with. As an avid consumer and an avid fan of some of these brands, you feel like an idiot because you go out and you buy one pair one day, and the very next week, not in next month, not 6 months, the very next week, they release a new colorway, one that's better than the one that you bought, or one that you would rather have instead of the one you bought, and now you got suckered into buying the one that you have, not the one that you necessarily want. All of this mayhem and so many sneakers releasing so often is that shoes will actually go on sale the week after they end up dropping. So that's something that we haven't seen ever. In fact, from what T. Blake said, they had embargoes before where you couldn't drop the price on certain products until a certain time period after the shoe releases. But now it's like everything's dead on arrival. So as soon as it releases, 25% off code, 20% off code here and there. And random places are doing different things, doing the most to really just push their product through and sell it. And that overall hurts the brands when you have a product that's being released and then has a sale the next week showing that the product is less desirable than what the consumer is willing to pay. So transitioning from too often, we also have too many. I already mentioned that we have too many releases. Monday through Friday, Saturday, we have releases, but there's also too many pairs per release. So the fact that we don't know the production numbers of the products releasing is kind of a pain in the backside for sneakerheads. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna jump out and say right now, hype beast, like Hess is a hype beast. All he cares about is low production numbers, so it's going to be limited, so it drives up the resale prices. And he doesn't care about the shoe, he just wants the resale, blah, blah, blah. So tying this back to the major big box companies, they've gotten used to us buying more pairs on the market. So these big brands are actually increasing the production numbers of products that there's really no demand for. It's actually just a false demand based on resale and the resale market. Now that the resale market is pretty much dried up, they're still creating more pairs than what they need to for the marketplace. At first, it's not a bad thing, because if you want to go to the mall and you want to pick up a pair of sneakers for nostalgic purposes or for whatever else reasons you have, you can try them on in the mall and then you can decide if you want to purchase them. The downside, and I'm again looking from the business side, such as Footlocker, where they have all these shoes sitting in their shelves that are not selling for retail, for discounted price, for deep discounted price. They're literally just not selling. And because of that, They have way too many pairs of sneakers. They can't even move the shoes that they have on their shelves. At the end of the day, that's a failing business. Businesses want to sell product, and if they're not selling the product that they're given because there's no demand, then that business is going to be sinking. And that's part of the reason why I think Footlocker dropping 25% is a pretty significant deal. And part of that reason is because of this, because of that sneaker bubble bursting. So this pretty much segues into the last reason, which is too much. So what do I mean by too much? Obviously the price point. The price point on a lot of these products are just too high. It wouldn't be such a big deal, honestly, if there was just a handful of products that were being released. But when you have, again, the mass amounts combined with the other two factors that I mentioned, too often and just too many, again, it just sinks back down to sneaker fatigue, because there's just too much on the market for you to determine what you want to spend your hard-earned money on. Us as sneaker people need to take it back to basics, and hopefully a lot of you guys have already thought about the value of $100, like how much actually like $100 is. Buying a $100 pair of shoes every single month is a lot of money. Buying one every week is a crazy amount of money. And buying multiple pairs in a week like I've traditionally done is just crazy. Fortunately for me now, I've set myself a budget, and that's what I spend on sneakers or less a month. And so there's been a big shift in this channel. If you've noticed, it's a little bit of sponsored content, but there's definitely a lot more opportunities for me to do other creative videos instead of buying shoes and just showing you what I bought. Back to the value of $100 though, $200 a month would be a nice car payment. This is the craziest statistic that I want you guys to pay attention to, because this is really future thought for a lot of you younger people out there that are wasting a lot of their money on products that you guys don't really care about. So if you saved money for 45 years, and let's say you save $20 per week, you would have $331,000 by the time you're 67. So you'd have an extra $330,000 for retirement. For $20 extra a week, that's $80 a month. If you saved $40 a week, you'd have $660,000 by the time you're 67. $50 a week, you'd have $828,000 by the time you're 67. And if you saved $100 a week, which is $400 a month, you'd have $1.6 million saved for retirement by the time you're 67. So if you did not consume yourself with all this stuff and you saved that money for retirement instead, you'd be a millionaire when you retired. And that's pretty significant if you think about it. Like, material things in 45 years like these will literally be nothing, just be leftover materials, versus having yourself 1.5 million. You could actually, as Dave Ramsey always says, change your family tree. You can actually go and do something big for yourself and your family. Literally live like the way that you should be doing. Transitioning back to the conversation at hand though, money is money, man, and it's expensive to buy these sneakers nowadays. But that actually brings me to the question of the day, and that is, how many pairs of sneakers do you need in your collection? Like, leave a comment and let me know, what's the bare minimum number of sneakers that you could get by with? I've been trying to get my collection down to under 100 pairs, which is just impossible for me to do. I'm such an avid collector, and I've been doing this for so long that it's hard for me to actually be able to make that happen, because I'm always trying to buy what's new and what's available and the new technology and trying these new things out. But I think that that's the biggest problem, is when you have consumers like myself that are just avid lifetime consumers, and all of a sudden a switch is going off going, why do I need these shoes? I don't need this retro because there's another one already dropping. There's already 20 other colorways that dropped of that Air Jordan. Like, why do I need another one? I don't need this next pair of whatever else is out on the market. So when you've hit the nerves of the actual like diehard consumers, then you know that there's probably a saturation on the market. And I think that's just all in all what's happened. How can it correct itself? If you guys want to see a video on how the sneaker market can come back, leave a comment and I'll try to do that video. It'd be a fun conversation point. There's lots of theories and ideas and ways that I think that companies can strategically place themselves to bring themselves back from the hole that they've put themselves into. So if you want to see that video, leave a comment in the comment section. So one counterpoint that I wanted to point out about this sneaker bubble bursting, it benefits people like you guys and myself, and that is the fact that there is tons of sales going on premium products, on products that had a sticker price of $200, maybe only $60 depending on the product. The fact that we're able to get so many models under retail, and in fact sometimes less than 50% off, is just pretty much amazing. And I'll link some places that have a lot of really good sales on a regular basis on a lot of different products in the description if you guys want to go shopping online and see some of these sales. It really is more fun to be able to find some of those great deals on sneakers. It beats paying retail price for sure, and it makes sneaker hunting fun. So there's an alternative to buying the shoes that release every single weekend. You could be thrifting and just finding good deals on sneakers, which is part of the reason why I love to post deals for you guys on collectivekicks.com. Lets me know what's on the open market for good prices, and it's always just fun to see what they have out there. But that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and if you guys did, hit the thumbs up button and leave some comments and be active in the comment section. If you've never left a comment on my channel, feel free to leave a comment. I try to scan the comments and leave comments back for you guys on a regular basis, at least for a couple days after posting the video. But that is all we have. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see any of the videos on the screen, just click the videos on the screen on mobile or on your desktop, and you can check out those videos. Thank you again for watching. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace.